Welcome to this episode. Today we're diving into a really important topic in biotech, especially for companies in the early or research stage. It's about balancing two powerful forces, hope and honesty.
Yeah, it's a tricky balance, isn't it? Because on one hand, hope drives innovation and ambition, but on the other, honesty builds trust and credibility. Without both, progress can either stall or, worse, cause harm.
Exactly. And when we say research stage, we're talking about that phase where new scientific ideas and technologies are being explored but aren't yet proven or ready for widespread use.
Right. It's that early, experimental phase where there's a lot of promise but also a lot of unknowns. And today, we're looking at how one company, the Biotech International Institute, or BII, is navigating this balance responsibly.
So let's start with hope. It's easy to think of hope as just wishful thinking, but in science, it's much more than that.
Absolutely. Hope is like a compass for explorers. It points the way toward new lands, new possibilities. It helps identify important problems worth solving, like chronic pain, addiction recovery, or sustainable agriculture.
Yeah, and hope encourages everyone involved, researchers, investors, communities, to imagine better futures. It fuels the hard work needed to get there.
At BII, Hope inspires their work on platforms like NeuroForAll, NeuroReset, and AgriShield X. These are all aimed at serious biological and health challenges, but they're still in that early research phase.
That's a great point. But hope alone isn't enough. That's where honesty comes in.
Right. Honesty means being clear about what is known, what is unknown, and what still needs to be tested. It's about communicating that these platforms are experimental and require further validation before any claims about effectiveness or safety can be made.
It's like having a detailed map alongside that compass. The map shows both the safe paths and the dangerous terrain ahead. Without it, you might get lost or take unnecessary risks.
Exactly. And this kind of transparency builds trust with partners, investors, and the public. Without honesty, hope can easily turn into hype.
Hype. That's when hope is communicated without enough evidence, right?
Yes. And hype can create false certainty and unrealistic expectations. For example, prematurely claiming a platform cures addiction or eliminates pests can mislead patients, partners, and regulators.
That can lead to reputational damage, loss of partner confidence, regulatory issues, and even harm to the communities the science aims to help.
BII avoids hype by using disciplined language and focusing on what the data actually supports. They're careful not to overpromise.
So how do hope and honesty coexist? It sounds like a delicate dance.
It really is. Being honest doesn't mean being pessimistic or unambitious. BII remains ambitious, tackling big problems with patent-pending platforms and innovative science.
The key is framing messages accurately. Instead of saying, "We've solved the problem," they say, "We are building research-stage platforms around serious biological questions and committed to validating before making claims."
That way they maintain excitement and ambition while respecting the scientific process. It's like setting out on a challenging expedition with enthusiasm, but also with a realistic plan and safety gear.
I like that analogy. And BII has some concrete examples that show this balance in action.
Yes. Take NeuroReset, for instance. It's a research-stage platform exploring brain recovery after addiction, focusing on neuroplasticity and stress response. BII doesn't claim it cures addiction, but states it requires further validation.
Then there's precision peptides and NeuroForAll, which are aligned with pain biology and neuroinflammation research. Again, no claims of pain relief, just ongoing studies and validation needs.
MycoForAll is another one, focused on neural resilience and neurotrophic pathways inspired by fungi. It's framed as early-stage research needing safety screening and partner-led studies.
And in agriculture, AgriShield X is designed for livestock protection and sustainable farming. BII avoids saying it guarantees pest elimination, focusing instead on formulation science and field validation.
These examples really show how BII balances hope for impact with honesty about where the research currently stands.
Another important part of protecting hope is acknowledging uncertainty.
Yes, uncertainty isn't a failure. It's a natural part of research. Being comfortable saying things like, "This is what we are studying," This is what remains unknown, and this is what we need to test next. Helps set realistic expectations.
It's like weather forecasting. Scientists can predict trends, but must acknowledge what is still uncertain. That kind of clarity protects hope by keeping it grounded.
And it helps partners understand where they can meaningfully contribute.
Speaking of research, it's important to avoid shortcuts in this early stage.
Definitely. Research stage biotech can't skip essential steps like analytical confirmation, pharmacology studies, biomarker measurement, safety screening, and independent validation.
These steps take time, but protect both the platform and the people it may one day serve. Skipping them risks false claims and potential harm.
Responsible communication also protects the company and the communities involved.
Clear, disciplined language reduces risks like reputational damage, investor confusion, partner hesitation, regulatory scrutiny, and public misunderstanding.
It also respects patient communities, recovery groups, agricultural producers, and other stakeholders by not giving unrealistic expectations.
BII's message sums it up well. We see the need. We respect the hope. We study the biology. We communicate honestly. We aim to validate before making claims.
And that honesty extends into partner conversations too. Different partners want different information. Universities want to know the research question. CROs want to know what assays are needed. Investors want to understand risks and milestones. And community partners want to know if promises are realistic.
Honest communication makes these conversations more productive and builds trust. BII uses consistent language emphasizing research stage, patent pending status, and the need for validation.
So to wrap up, in research stage biotech, hope and honesty really are two sides of the same coin.
Hope gives science purpose and ambition.
Honesty gives it credibility and trust.
Together, they create a responsible path forward that respects science, partners, and communities.
And BII's approach exemplifies this balance perfectly. Mechanism first, validation always.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this gave you a clearer picture of why balancing hope and honesty matters so much in early-stage biotech.
Yeah, it's a complex but crucial part of how science moves forward responsibly. Take care.